If you plan to travel on the highway more often, then it is better to look for versions with independent rear suspension. Ssang Yong Rexton with a solid rear axle has the habits characteristic of this kind of solutions. The level of comfort is not the worst, but on bumps the car can leave the intended trajectory. When braking, the body dives deep and sways strongly on the waves. For off-road trips, you should not buy specimens with an axle differential, AWD, since it is devoid of any locks. Moreover, the 2WD version is not suitable for these purposes. Here it is better to bet on the modification, part-time, with manual control of the transmission modes and a rigidly connected front axle. The Ssang Yong Rexton with TOD, electronic permanent all-wheel drive, performs well on any road and allows you to downshift if necessary. Among the gasoline units, the weakest is the 2.3-liter aspirated, and the strongest is the 3.2-liter R6. The latter confidently copes with a heavy car, but absorbs more than 20 L/100 kilometers in the city. In the early years of production, a 2.9-liter turbo diesel was installed. It has a simple design, consumes a lot of fuel, but pulls poorly, especially in combination with an automatic transmission. Under the hood of an all-terrain vehicle, a 2.7-liter turbo diesel has dominated for many years. Although it has 5 cylinders, it is not a complete copy of its analog from the Mercedes ML270 CDI. Rexton 2 uses a reinforced version, which differs in small things. For example, a variable geometry turbocharger. The turbo diesel is quite powerful and suits the car well. The average fuel consumption is about 10 liters per 100 kilometers. In recent years, they began to install a new generation of turbo diesels with a volume of 2.0, only slightly weaker than 2.7 liters, and 2.2 liters. Many people are reluctant to buy a Ssang Yong Rexton due to concerns about the availability of parts and service. And absolutely in vain. The Korean SUV has a simple design. However, some components can still surprise mechanics. Incorrect operation of the engine is often to blame for the vacuum control system of the valve of the exhaust gas recirculation system. With the help of vacuum, the connection of the front wheels is also carried out. Leaks in the system or malfunctions of hubs, exclude the possibility of turning the bridge on and off. In the latter case, this threatens to wear out the transmission. Special care is required for the turbo diesel fuel system, which needs the best quality filters. Replacement every 30,000 kilometers will avoid premature wear of the fuel injectors and the high-pressure fuel pump. Nozzles and glow plugs sometimes stick. The problem is especially relevant with glow plugs in cars built before 2006. When twisted, they can break. In this case, to remove them, you will have to remove the block head. With a loss of traction and the engine malfunction indicator lights up, the turbine is often sentenced. In fact, it turns out that one of the leaky pipes of the air supply system is to blame. Therefore, the diagnosis of the boost system should be carried out using a vacuum gauge. Gasoline units with timely maintenance do not cause trouble. Surface corrosion is often observed on the frame, and the crosses of the cardan shafts require regular injection. Fittings are provided. One of the disadvantages of Ssang Yong is electrical equipment. Very often, various connectors, harnesses and relays fail. Please note, the use of Mercedes technical solutions does not mean that German computers can be used for diagnostics. The Ssang Yong Rexton used several box options. The mechanics, unlike the machine, does not cause problems. Unless the clutch is not very durable, especially in diesel versions. The simplest 4-speed automatic transmission is quite durable, and in 6 range bearings wear out between sets of planetary gears. The most popular 5-speed automatic. This box is a copy of the Mercedes 722.6 automatic transmission, so many parts are interchangeable. Its disadvantages: oil leaks, failure of the control board, contamination of sensors and filters. To prolong the life of the machine, every 60,000 kilometers a preventive oil change should be carried out.